Hello student, this is Sarfan here, and today it is our second class of August month. So in first class I taught you adjectives, what are adjectives and what are the degrees of adjectives. Okay, but today I am going to teach you pairs of adjectives. Okay, pairs means when we have two things or couple of things, we use pairs, and pairs of adjectives means now I am talking about two adjectives together. How do we use pairs of adjectives as a quantifier or as a quantity before any noun? So much and many. Okay, much and many is used for large quantity. Much is used for uncountable things and many is used for countable things. Okay, but first of all we must know what are countable and uncountable things. Countable things are those nouns which can be countable, which we can easily count. There we use countable nouns, and those things which are uncountable or we cannot count them, these are called uncountable nouns. And for much we use uncountable nouns for a large quantity, and for many we use countable nouns for a large quantity. Okay, you can see the definition of much here. Much is used with uncountable nouns. It stands for a large quantity, and many is used with plural countable nouns. Okay, remember that when we talk about many, so after many we always use plural countable nouns. Okay, now look at the example. There were not many birds on the branch. So students, you can see birds. Bird is countable, so just because of this birds word we have used here many. Okay, birds are in large quantity, that's why I have used many birds here. And now look at the second one. There was not much rice left in the bag. So rice is uncountable, that's why I have used before rice much. Okay students, this is the difference between much and many. Now I am moving towards the second pair of adjective, that is few and a few. So remember that for large quantity we use pair of adjectives much and many, and for small quantity we use few and a few. Both are used for countable nouns. So when we talk about a few is used for positive sense when there is something. Okay, not in much quantity but in little quantity, but there is existence of something. And when we talk about few, so we always talk about few in negative sense, when there is nothing. Okay, now look at the example. Definition. A few stands for a small number. It is a positive meaning. Okay, few is used for positive thing. And now look at the definition of few. Few stands for hardly any. It is a negative meaning. Now look at its examples. A few of my relatives are earning handsome money. So this relatives is plural, and for plural we use a few. Okay, it's countable now. And few persons will believe your strange story means hardly anyone is there who can believe his story, because he does not speak truth. That's why few persons means none of them or hardly anyone. Okay students, now moving towards the third pair of student. This is our fifth use, not sixth one, of pair of adjectives. So this is what? Less and fewer. So less is used with uncountable nouns. Okay, it shows quantity, and fewer is used for countable noun, and it is used for numbers. Now look at the example definition. Less is used with uncountable nouns. Okay, and it refers to quantity. When we talk about quantity and uncountable nouns quantity, there we use less. And when we talk about fewer, so fewer is used with countable noun and refers to the number. It means that when we talk about countable things and those countable things can be counted are in numbers, there we use fewer. Okay, now look at the example students here. There are fewer girls present in the class today than there were yesterday. It means that there is existence of some girls in the class now, but this strength was not there yesterday. Okay, there was no existence of such girls which are present today yesterday. Okay, so this is there we use fewer. And when we talk about less, so now look at the example. Please put less sugar in my tea. So sugar is uncountable, and for quantity and for small quantity or large quantity we can use less. Okay, please put less sugar in my tea. Now moving towards the sixth use, sixth pair of adjective. So student, this is our sixth pair of adjective, each and every. So each is used for two or three things. Okay, and we also use each for individual. Okay, when we talk about individual, when something is when adjectives quantity is indefinite, so there we use for individual each word. And when we talk about the whole group, so there we use every word. Okay, now look at the example or definition. Each refers to the individual person in a group of two or more when the number is limited and indefinite. Okay, indefinite means when we are not sure about the numbers, there we use each and two or three things when we have limited quantity. But when we talk about every, so every refers to all of a group of more than two persons or objects taken singly when the number in the group is indefinite. When we talk about a large group, and for that large group we are not sure or we are not definite about the numbers, for the whole group we use the word every. Okay, now look at the example. Each part has its own flag. Each party has its own flag. It means there are two or three parties, and I am talking about every party, that every party has own flag. So there I can use individually each party. Okay, now look at the second example. Every man wishes to be rich. It means that whoever the person and in a group or whatever the person, he wants to be rich. So every man wishes to be rich. Okay, now moving towards the next student, this is our third pair of adjectives, little and a little. The important thing is here, little and a little is used for uncountable nouns. Okay, so little is used for positive sense and little is used for negative sense. Okay, so little word is used for negative and a little is used for positive sense when we talk about uncountable things. Okay, now look at the definition. A little stands for not much. Okay, when we do not have too much thing or existence of too much uncountable thing, there we use a little. It is a little and little. It is used with uncountable nouns. It has a positive meaning. Okay, now little stands for almost nil. When we do not have any existence of anything, there we use little. It has a negative meaning. Okay, and it comes for negative meaning. Now look at the example. There was a little water in the jar. It means there is existence of water. It means there is little water but there is some water. But when we use the word little, so there was only little hope of patient's recovery. So it shows what? Negative sense. It means there is no chances of recovery of the patient. He is near to die. Okay students, so this is what little and little. Now I am moving towards the few and the little. So the few is used for countable things and the little is used for uncountable thing. When there is a specific thing existence, so for that specific thing or that specific quantity we use the few, and the quantity we talk about of uncountable of anything, there we use the little. When we talk about uncountable specific quantity of that thing, there we use the little. Okay, now look at the definition. The few refers to numbers. Okay, it is used for countable things. It is used when a specifically small number of nouns is shown as disposed of somewhere. It means that when we have a few numbers, okay, and whatever the numbers we have 2 or 3, but they are so small, but they are there. So for that quantity which things are there, we use the few, okay. And when we talk about the little refers to quantity. It shows the disposal of a small quantity of something. Whatever the existence of the thing of uncountable, there for that we use the little. Okay, now I'm showing you the example. So now you see the first example. The few coins the little girl had in her pocket fell off as she began to skip over the rope. Now look at this, the few, okay, coins. So coins are what? Are uncountable things, and whatever the coins it was were in her pocket, that is what? Specific. So for specific thing we use the few. For countable thing, so now you can see whatever the coins she had in her pocket, they were fell, they were gone. Now look at the second example. The little water there was in the pond has evaporated because of the increased heat the sun. So now look at this, the little. So little is used for uncountable because water is uncountable, and whatever the existence of water in that pool, just because of heat it is gone. So this is, there we use the little. Okay students, now I'm moving towards its sixth use. So students, this is our seventh pair of adjective, either and neither. Basically either is used for positive point of view and neither is used for negative point of view. Okay, either has two uses. Means either is used for both. When we have two things, there we use either, and if we have two things and we talk about one of them, so there also we use either. So either has two uses. We use either for both word and for one of the two existence there. And when we talk about neither, so neither is the negative of either, and it means neither the one nor the other. It means that when we have two things and when we do not take any one of them, so there we use neither word. So either is used for positive point of view and neither is used for negative sense. Okay, for example, he can work with either hand. It means that he has two hands, we know, so he can do his work from any one of them. Either hand means whether he can do his work from right hand and or with left hand. Okay, it means this. And neither means negative. Neither toy is attractive. It means someone has two toys and neither of the toys there is attractive. Okay, so student, this is our last pair of adjectives, some and any, eighth one. So we use some for positive point of view, and we can use some for uncountable things as well as countable things, and we use any for negative point of view. In positive sentences we use some word, and in negative and interrogative we use any word. Okay, now look at the example. Some is usually used in affirmative sentences. It is used with countable nouns where it stands for a few, and it is usually used with uncountable nouns where it stands for a little. It means that some is used with countable as well as uncountable. When it shows the quantity, there we use as a countable, and if there is uncountable, there we use as a uncountable. Okay, so and any is used interrogative or negative sentences is used in. Okay, in negative or interrogative sentences it can also be used with either kind of noun, countable or uncountable nouns. Okay, so it can also be used in countable or uncountable nouns. Okay, but in negative and interrogative sentences, and in positive sentences we use some word. Okay, now look at the example. So now look at the first example. There are some spoons on the shelf and there is some butter in the tray. So students, look at the first example. So we use spoons word because spoon is plural and countable. So before plural we use, I have used here some word, and in the second example butter is used and before butter I have also used some, because these two sentences are positive sentences. In positive sentences for countable and uncountable we can use some word. Now look at the second, third and fourth example. Are there any eggs in the tray? So you can see eggs are in plural form and not and here you can also see eggs are in plural form, but before eggs I have used any word because these are negative and interrogative sentences. So in the negative and interrogative sentences we use any word. Okay students, I hope you got it. Thank you.